welcome one and all to Puppet History! Today we'll be taking a deep diving, ever-winding look into yet another chapter in the heavy, heavy book we call history, while our guests ruthlessly vie for the coveted title of History Master. Ryan Bergara, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready as always.
Special guest Jermaine Fowler, are you ready?
I don't know.
Okay, then let's crack it. I'm gonna live forever!
Funny guy.
Weird energy right from the start. Hey, now, to begin, just so I'm sure today's story doesn't offend anyone, which side did you guys support in the Revolutionary War?
Oh, I don't want to discuss politics.
I don't know if I was alive.
What side were you on, Professor?
Yeah.
Oh, was I here? Was I here for that?
How old are you?
How old am I?
There we go.
You sort of lose track after a while.
You do?
I've been around. I've seen some stuff. Anyway, what did she see? A, the ship's propellers chopping up people in lifeboats like a Vitamix. B, Iceberg Charlie beating a Mediterranean tiger shark with a lifeboat oar. Or C, a genie. What's the matter? A, the passenger train that Warren had secured was scheduled to leave before Lincoln would be able to get on board. B, upon noticing the telegraph wires were cut, a secessionist got on a horse and started riding like a bat out of hell for Baltimore. Or C, the secessionists had found a magical genie. You know what, Ryan? I'm gonna give that one to you.
You do it, so you know you're a rotted man or thing or whatever you are.
Damn.
Don't call me rotten. About how to swipe the games from the Windy City. What did St. Louis do? A, they halted all railroad traffic passing through St. Louis bound for Chicago. B, they threatened to hold a competing sporting event. Or C, they sought help from a fickle genie who keeps making things worse no matter what you say.
I don't think it's C, but I appreciate, the whimsy.
It's not whimsical. It's devastating. How you guys doing? You locked in?
I'm ready.
Ryan Bergara, are you ready?
Sure.
Oh, enthusiasm. Special guest Keith Hammersberger, are you ready?
Oh, I'm so excited. It's great to be here. I love puppets. I love history. I love the show.
Well, it sounds like you're both ready to go. Let's crack in. Before we get into our story, have either of you ever had a nemesis?
Yeah, I had a nemesis when I played French horn. She was named Hannah, and she was the best French horn player in Tennessee. 16 at the time. She won, a couple things. I won a couple things. Then I moved away from Tennessee. I guess I lost, right? I ran away.
What happened to her?
I don't know.
Well, let's revive the feud.
Yeah, I guess I could find her.
No, don't bother.
I'll find her.
No.
I'll start harassing her online.
Ryan, how about you?
I think you know who mine is.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
You know, wears a stupid hat, touts credentials that he didn't earn, things like that.
Are you talking about me?
Either you or Zach Kornfeld, one of the two.
Oh, Zach Corn did he burn? No, it's the professor. He's my nemesis.
Okay. All right. Rude. We're friends.
I'm gonna set you on fire.
Okay. Today's journey. Well, this mint. A, the real-life inspiration for Sherlock Holmes. B, arguably the smartest man to ever live. Or C, a genie that will stop at nothing to make my life a living hell, even though I followed his silly rules to the letter and I don't owe him anything.
Wait, the third option is a genie?
A or B?
Because genies aren't real.
They sure
It's
aren't.
tough.
I wish. Well, he worded it a little more, poetically, so I'm gonna...
You said name the law, you little scumbag.
Ryan, you'll get a 10th of a jelly bean for that.
It's
Balance
crazy
it
because I'm gonna demonstrate to you how inertia works after this video ends, Mr. Professor.
out. Oh, are you? Are you gonna do that?
Yeah, I think I will.
You step foot into this theater and baby, you're in a world of pain. Okay, let's move along. What subject is Musashi best known for painting? A, birds. B, large landscapes. Or C, a genie who insists I owe him but is clearly mistaken. And I wish I had a wish left so I could wish Musashi here to teach him a lesson.
This genie thing it's getting strange, man. It's not even a bit anymore. It's like, people are talking.
It's just a bit.
You keep telling yourself that.
Oh, what happened? A, Policarpa's landlord, Andrea Ricarte de Lozano, was arrested. B, Policarpa's boyfriend, Alejo Sabarin, was arrested. Or C, a magical genie meddled once again with history and turned Policarpa in and tried to pin the blame on a bespectacled puppet who is at this point starting to suspect he may have made a deal with the devil. Daughters, Mary and Sarah, close to him. What did he tell them? A, to never give up their trust in the Lord. B, that somewhere deep in the Rocky Mountains he had cached a trove of treasured items, including a magical lamp that only a creature about the size of a human hand could get to. And inside the magical lamp was a genie capable of granting any wish, up to and including turning a seemingly everyday item into a secret time machine. But that if you wished for that, the genie would be a total prick about it, so maybe be careful what you wish for. Or C, to eat his body for food. What misfortune had befallen the poor man? A, he had leprosy and was no longer able to work. B, the same curse that eventually befalls all of God's creatures. An evil genie was pursuing him through time and space to steal something the genie itself had made magical. Or C, he had 3 daughters.
I just want to say, Ryan, you watch these musical performances like a serial killer.
Yeah.
You really are just like,
It's not an enjoyable experience for me.
man, I feel like the professor needs to do a musical.
Oh, wow! What a dazzling performance! We crunched the numbers back there. Big surprise here, our returning champ, Kate Peterman, is our history master. And Kate, we do not have a trophy for you this time,
What the
or
hell?
not the one you're expecting. As a 3-time winner, you receive the Top Banana Award. That's right. Go collect your prize.
Oh my God!
Yeah, go get it. Go get it.
Okay, be right back. Be right back.
I just can't imagine something that I wanted enough that I would start a war.
What about that limited edition Taco Bell Xbox?
No. I think I'd start a war over a fair history competition.
Oh, interesting.
This is insane.
Something to think about.
How many people have gotten the Top Banana Award?
No one. You're the first.
Dun 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 dun.
That's right. Kate, thank you so much for being here again. Everybody else, thank you for watching Puppet History, where the details are always a little fuzzy. We'll see you next time. Woo!
Thanks, Professor.
Right before the axe fell, Debrinvilliers told the thronging crowd, what? A, that she wasn't Debrinvilliers at all, but instead a genie. A puppet had apparently glued a wig to his head in the hopes of having the people of France put a stop to his chasing the puppet through time, but it doesn't work like that since the genie would just disappear at the moment of execution anyway. What was the sticking point in negotiations? A, the government demanded Qingxi return her trans-shipped goods, including a vibrating crate stamped Jewel of the Whole Crew's private loot. Keep all genies away until at least 2535 CE. Oh, curious. B, the government demanded Qingxi give up all her boats. Or C, the government demanded her son-husband Chang Pao's head.
The vibrating box that was the jewel that the genie is not allowed to have.
I don't know anything about that.
It seems really specific.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
Hey, how did Boston set about cleaning their sticky city? A, they washed the molasses into the harbor and covered the streets with sand. B, they told that sordid genie who'd been hanging about that if he cleaned up the mess, they'd hand over the bespectacled puppet they found trapped in the molasses. And oh, that damnable genie says, "You've got a deal," and snaps his spindly fingers, and poof, the molasses is gone. And the wicked cretins of Boston deliver unto the monster his sticky prize. Finally, hisses the dreadful beast, "Do you know the trouble you've caused me? The world isn't ready for the singing abominations your reckless little dance through time has created. Now, time to handle the most abominable singing puppet of them all." As the genie's trembling hands move toward our beloved hero, the rakish blue rogue smirks and whispers, "Let's crack in." As if taught by Houdini himself, the puppet unbinds himself in an instant and majestically dives for his satchel, reaches inside, and he suddenly disappears in a brilliant flash of light as that wretched goddamn loser genie lets out a time-shaking wail. Or C, rats. Welcome one and all to Puppet History Season 4. Today we're taking an ever-winding look at yet another chapter in the heavy book we call History, while our guests ruthlessly compete for the coveted title of History Master. I'm your beloved host, the Professor. Oh, wow, what a crowd. Oh, Ryan Bergara, good to see you in person. Are you ready?
You know, it's really good to see you. I've been doing a lot of thinking over the off season here, and I've been going to therapy.
Oh, good.
And I feel like I've been really nasty to you and not a good student.
Oh,
and,
true.
You know, I'm really sorry. I'm really excited for this semester.
Wow,
Yeah.
the beef boy is dead. Long live the beef boy.
Well, You don't want the Beef Boy long live.
No, new Beef Boy.
A Beyond Beef Boy.
A Beyond, that's good.
Oh, Beyond Beef Boy. Special guest and top banana, Kate Peterman. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I feel like I have tough competition now.
No, I'm really happy you're here too. It's good to see you, Kate.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh, this is freaky, man. Let's crack it. Hey, folks. You know, outside of the confines of this buttoned-up educational program, I rarely talk candidly. But, well, I'd like to thank you for watching the first episode of Puppet History Season 4. What a hoot! Plenty more where that came from this season. But all pleasantries aside, we here at Puppet History value your feedback. And rest assured, we've heard you loud and clear. We're here for the history of the world, not the history of a little blue man's straight-up freaky relationship with a primordial vindictive trickster born from elemental chaos. And that's fair. Lore is confusing and often sloppy. So that's why you'll have noticed not a lick of Genie talk in today's episode. That's right. Read my sticky little lips. There will be no lore on this season of Puppet History. Just guests, jelly beans, and funny little songs sung by anthropomorphic objects who got brought to life who cares how. No Genie talk whatsoever. In fact, I took out a restraining order on him, so now he can't even track me down and force me to unwish my wishes, so he can eat screws for all I care. Oh, well, there I go again. Sometimes I just can't help myself. But the big takeaway here, at the end of this season, everything will be precisely as it was in this very moment. Guaranteed. We'll see you next week.
I just want a meme image of the dominoes where it's like, you know, Mansa Musa taxing and then the American Revolution.
I'm sure it led to it in some way. History is just a series of causes and effects. And if someone meddles with the fabric of history, then it can throw it all into chaos.
Yeah, that's why I don't go into time machines.
Yeah, you can't.
You speaking from personal experience here?
No. Okay! Oh, and that's our puppet poppin' jelly tally! Who we got? Get out of here. It is I, his unholy holiness, the devil! Now, hey, hang on a sec. The jelly tally's for previous guests. Oh, right. What was I thinking? As you know, I, Satan, love to follow the rules. Oh, okay. Well, you got me there. Anyway, one of my wretched minions is going to be on your season finale, so I'm justified in being here. Thank you very much. Oh, well, that sounds like a pretty wild season finale. Oh, it will be. It will be. Okay, let's take a look at this question.
Something's gonna happen with shipping.
Spoiler, he's dead, so that happened to him.
Oh, you mean time got him?
Yeah, time got him. As it will get us all.
Except you.
I'm never gonna die.
You shouldn't provoke stuff like that, man.
Yeah, I'll live forever. Fuck you. Choo-choo! Oh, hey, it's Train. My man, you seem pretty relaxed.
Oh, I am. I just chugged a few beers. Chug like a train, get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, well, I didn't actually chug a few beers. I just wanted to make that chug joke. Like a train chugs.
Yeah, I got it. It was very funny.
But I am headed to that big party, so maybe I'll chug a few beers there. Well, I'm just kidding. Probably just gonna bring a veggie tray. But you know, back in college, I saw your friend Ryan El Chuggerino because I was at Genie to see all these kids butt chugging, and I gotta say, don't trust Ryan Bernard. Got his buddy as moody. Too full of suds up my caboose, no sir. But
Well, to begin, hey, where do you guys stand on revenge? Is it a dish best served chilled, or are you more of a forgive and forget type of person? Ryan, how about you?
Revenge. What do I think about revenge?
Yeah.
They say it's a dish best served cold. I don't tend to care whether it's hot or cold. I just care that it's served.
Oh. Anyway, Ryan, as we said, has really turned over a new leaf this season.
I have. That was the past Ryan who would say something like that.
He's excited to learn.
I don't want you to be vengeful ever towards me.
Oh, I won't be.
Ever.
I won't be. You're the one person in this room I'm definitely not vengeful towards.
One of two people you're not vengeful towards.
One of two people, correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
You forgot me there for a second.
No, I didn't. I had you up here. I always have you right up here.
Okay.
Locked and loaded, ready to go.
of Donner Lake.
Well, it's a good gig asking a question. I'm not on as often as those other dudes, so I wanted to do a joke where I sort of sing my song, but not quite.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah, I know. Hey, unrelated, but what are you bringing to the party snack-wise? Like, what do anthropomorphic objects eat? What does a train eat?
I'm not going to the party, but I think the train just eats coal.
Like with onion dip, or?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Well, I thought about bringing a veggie tray, but then what if it's a little toasty in there and my nose slides off?
Oh no, what they're up to?
Carrie.
Red gases, keep carrying you.
For a second there, I worried that funny old molasses horse would chomp it right off. But then I remembered he went to hell.
Well, you're kind of cutting out there, but why don't you just get to that question there, Bone? Welcome one and all to the Season 4 finale of Puppet History! Today, as always, we'll be taking an ever-winding look at yet another chapter in the heavy book we call History, while our guests ruthlessly compete for the coveted title of History Master. I'm your beloved host, the Professor! Thank you! Ryan Bergara, are you ready?
It's been a long journey, and regardless of the outcome today, I just want to say I've been happy to be your student this season.
You've been great all season. I'm very impressed. Sarah Rubin, my moon and stars, are you ready?
I'm so ready, Professor. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Then let's crack in! Now, to begin, I'm not sure what either of you do in your free time outside of the classroom, but do either of you have any experience with demons?
I've had some experience with demons. I've kind of pushed them into a cardboard box that I then pushed to the recesses of my mind palace, but I could open that box if you want me to. Here we go.
No.
I've had zero experience with demons because they're not real and they don't exist, so that's mostly why I've had no experience with them. But, you know, I'm sure if they did exist, I would definitely see them and interact with them.
So you're saying you'd chill with them? That's the vibe I'm getting here.
If they've got magical powers, I want to hang out, you know?
Ryan, are you with us? Ryan! Okay, all right. Okay. Well, ready your sample-sized bottle of holy water, Ryan, because we're talking about the possessions of Loudun. These shows, the women would shout the names of the demons that were tormenting them. Jeanne d'Ange alone claimed to have 7 demons residing in her body. Listing the names of every demon mentioned over the course of the possessions leaves us with a real who's who of hell. There was Asmodeus, Zabulon, and Isaacaron, Astaroth, Gretel, and Amand made an appearance. Coal of impurity and concupiscence wouldn't miss it. Why, Leviathan, Behemoth, Bahari, Asus, and Kelsis came too.
What was the first one again?
Asmodeus. Why?
No, that's what I thought you said.
Oh. Well, you got them in your cell phone or something?
No.
Achaos, Sedon, Nephilim, Sham, Uriel, and Akas go in on the fun. And of course, Alex showed up. And so did fornication and a dog's dick.
What?
That was in the research.
What?
Just dog's dick. Oh, another question! And this one is a free write. What demons are possessing you? Get creative with those names. The best demons wins a jelly bean.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, this is like physical demons, not...
I mean, if you want to get dark about it, you can actually talk about your problems in life, or you can just think of some funny names. Think, folks, think. Ryan looks like he's communing with demons as he writes this.
That's true, I am. I'm running out of room on my board, so I'm just gonna have 5 demons that are inside me.
That's plenty. Okay, Ryan, what do you got?
All right, got a little roll call here of all the fellas that are inside me.
Hey, fellas!
All right, boys, it's your time to shine. We got Zulu, fun guy. Ragnarok, no relation to the film. Mortini, Harthazar.
Okay.
Really musically talented. LeBron James, once again, no relation to the real LeBron James.
Oh, is it just an actual demon named LeBron James?
And then Whataburger. I actually went to Austin recently and was one of the worst things that ever entered my body.
And now it remains inside you.
I can't get rid of it, unfortunately.
Okay. And Sarah, what do you got?
I got toxoplasmosis, which is toxoplasmosis is you get it from your cat and it makes you love your cat a lot. And then I also got Michael Stuhlbarg down here just because I'm possessed with my love for Michael Stuhlbarg.
Sure.
And also I've drawn a little cat with a heart.
Oh,
just
who's
like
that?
Extra, just like I know you love cats, Professor.
Well, yeah, I've really come around to them. Well, those are both wonderful little demon lists. Ryan, I'm gonna give you 5 points.
Okay.
Sarah, I'm gonna give you 6 points. You gave us a little picture, and you know how much I love it when people do that. Wow, you guys really got the hang of this. See, it's easy to be possessed.
What?
Oh, and our final puppet poppin' of the season has arrived. I think that big old soiree is just getting started, so they should be in quite a state. Jelly Telly, which party animal is our guest of honor today?
You thought this was my birthday party? This was your birthday party. That's so funny.
Hey there, Propeller.
Oh, hey. Oh, it's the professor, everybody. It looks like we got a pretty bad connection here. Hey, who's at the door? We're all here.
Okay,
Somebody
well,
want to get that?
I think this Jelly Telly's finally kicked the dust, so why don't... What the... Okay. Oh, apologies if we didn't really deliver a moral lesson here.
Let this be a lesson to all of you out there. This is what happens
Fuck.
when you dance with the devil.
That's right.
Oh.
Can't be doing it.
Can't be doing it.
Unreliable guy.
As good of a dancer as he is, don't put on the shoes.
Even if they fit and are real shiny.
That's true, especially if they're shining.
Oh, yeah. Well, that concludes our history lesson. I'm going to go tally the scores to see who receives the coveted cup and the title of History Master. In the meantime, please enjoy this song from one of the myriad demons bouncing around in those funny nun souls, Asmodeus.
I'm really
I
hungry.
love music.
Me too. I'm so hungry right now, though. Could use a jelly bean.
All hail.
Jesus Christ.
It's incredible.
I was born in a time before man had a mind, before stars ever shined. Can you imagine it? Nothing but the endless screaming void and little old me. Asmodeus, his unholiness. If the name is unfamiliar, nice to meet you. Let me fill your heart with all the wretched terrors of the world. Asmodeus, I promise there won't be much pain. Asmodeus, except my claws stretching through your veins. Come on, make room for an ancient demon under your brain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hey, tell you what, I'll scare the shit out of nuns, cause it's fun. I'll possess anyone, my man, consider it done. You know I'll handle it. Satan's got a lifelong friend in Asmodeus. His unholiness will scratch his right hand man because I am so goddamn Asmodeus, I'll take your vessel for a spin. Asmodeus, and look so lovely in your skin.
All hail, Asmodeus. All hail, Asmodeus. All hail,
Asmodeus, I'll boil your blood and break your back. Asmodeus, I'll serve your soul up like a snack. You'll hear my whispers in the dark before I shred your limbs apart. Come on, make room for a little bit of hell in your heart.
That was incredible, honestly. That was so good.
Oh, wow, what a captivating performance! Now, you guys are never gonna believe this, but
Professor.
yeah?
I know the algorithm doesn't really tend to work in my favor.
Well, I mean, hey, you never know. This could be your week.
Wait, did I win?
No, Sarah won, but we'll get to that.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of
This
course.
is, I send this one out to my haters, to my lovers, to everybody.
Well, be that as it may, maybe I could just get one last jelly bean because it's the season finale, and I
Oh.
feel like we have something here.
Well, we've covered this, but look, I only have one left in my little satchel. In full disclosure, I am weak and susceptible and very vulnerable to, any old climactic turn of event. So,
Any turn of event. You know what? I understand. Yeah, I get it.
well, that's,
Yeah.
what? Screw it. You know what? After being such an exemplary student all season long, well, heck, I think you deserve it. I'll push some fresh hot jellies through my little blue sphincter soon enough. You come on, get it.
Really, you will?
You come on, get it.
Okay, I don't want to impose, but I mean, if you're gonna take this last one,
Good on you, beef boy.
I appreciate this
That
olive
is so
branch that you're offering me.
sweet.
Really is the last one, isn't
That's
it?
the last
Let's
one.
just close that.
It's
bad
all
boy
yours.
up. Oh man, you know what? You're all right.
Yeah.
You're all right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
So weak.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay,
sure?
where were we? Yes. According to our complex. Oh, look at that. The jelly telly got fixed or something. Hello, propeller. Are you there? Oh God.
That's a genie.
Oh God, I am so sorry. Let me apologize. I'm just gotta deal with this real quick. Look, a-hole, I'm in the middle of something, okay? You can't just waltz in here and interrupt the show with all your dumbass lore. Beat it. You lost. Get over your goofy purple ass. Just because you're a sloppy genie who doesn't have the foresight to consider the ramifications of granting a little adorable goofball like me the ability to time travel doesn't mean I'm gonna take pity on you and unwish my wish. You can't make me do it. There's no way in hell. Hey, what's Asmodeus still doing here?
Soup.
That's a demon.
A job's a job.
Huh?
Take it away. I, the professor, hereby rescind my stupid wishes about time traveling and meeting Whoopi Goldberg, the latter of which the genie never really got around to arranging anyway, and furthermore I wish my ass to be zapped into the Cretaceous period, where I can no longer meddle in the affairs of mankind, genie-kind, puppet-kind, etc. Alright, cool. Is that good?
That'll do, demon. Your wish is my command, Professor. Genie.
Huh? What happened?
Cool, well, I'm gonna go.
Squeeze.
I've done it.
Hey, all right, nice.
Now that's the devil.
I can't believe that worked. Ryan, thanks for doing your part. You wanted this little trophy in exchange, right? There you go. I think he buys those fucking things in bulk. I don't know. Who gives a shit? He's dead.
Wait, the professor's gonna be all right, though, right? I mean, you said he was gonna be okay.
I mean, he was unharmed up until he got sucked into dinosaur times. Beyond that, not really my jurisdiction, bro. Pro tip, though, maybe don't trust the fucking devil. Anyway, I'll call you if the genie ever needs a hand again, but I think he said he was planning a trip to Cabo after he cleaned up this whole mess. Man, that was a good song. I feel like dancing. Asmodeus, blah, 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 blah.
Well, Ryan, looks like you've got your little trophy.
Yeah, I guess I did.
And what did it cost?
Everything.
Pretty cool season finale, but I really don't like what's going on.
Yeah, sorry everybody.
Are you ready, Professor?
Ready ever be. Oh,
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Professor, do you know what I want for Christmas?
No, what's that, tiny stalk of wheat?
I want you to promise me nothing will ever change. Promise me every Christmas will be just like this one. Promise me you'll never, ever die.
Oh, I promise. That, of course, a clip from the 1992 classic, The Professor's Holiday Hootenanny Unplugged. If you're just joining us, this is continuing coverage of the state funeral for the professor, set to begin at any moment. Of course, we'll be standing by. Beloved educator, patron of the theatrical arts, and suspected time traveler, the professor's origins and early life remain shrouded in mystery. From obscurity, the professor achieved mainstream fame with his history panel/quiz show, Puppet History. But ultimately, the series that catapulted him to stardom would also catapult him to his grave, when in the season 4 finale, the professor met his demise at the unsuspecting hand of his closest friend, Ryan Beef Boy Bergara. The world looking on in stunned silence as the lovable blue fuzzball was possessed by the demon Asmodeus, who then wished the professor back to the Cretaceous period. Absolutely senseless. Of course, the professor was no stranger to jumping around in time and getting himself into pickles. But as no one has heard from him for months, he has been declared legally and canonically dead. For more, we turn to he who will one day visit us all, Death. Death, thank you so much for being here today. Always happy to be here, Book. Now, as I'm sure you've heard, there have been a lot of rumors swirling around the fate of the professor. Many point to the fact that it would be insane to kill a cinematic universe's most popular character, especially when a new line of very nice merch for said character just dropped. So, just to make sure we're not wasting everyone's time here, can you confirm for our audience that the professor has shuffled his little blue ass off this mortal coil?
Well, look, the Cretaceous period was a long time ago. You've got to understand, okay? That was right before the biggest year of my life, when almost all living things on the planet were wiped out by an asteroid. Oh, it was a real party. But anyway, I've been stewing on it, and yes, I do vaguely recall processing the death of a little blue nerd with a satchel. Absolutely. Cause of me gobbled up by a crusty old Tyrannosaurus. Nom nom, etc.
Well, unfortunate, but not unexpected. There you have it, folks. The professor, confirmed dead by Death. Thank you for joining us, Death. Now,
I was his first guest, you know.
I'm sorry?
I said I was his first guest on the first episode of Puppet History. It was about the Black Death. I sang a song about my job. Stephen Lim was there.
Oh, the food boy.
Yeah, right.
Well, as I said, thank you for being here, Death. We do appreciate it. I'm being told now that the professor's funeral is set to begin any moment. Do stick with us for live updates. We'll be standing by in case the ceremony begins. In the meantime, a quick word from our sponsors.
Prepare your laughing muscles and for Funny Money, the hilarious finance show.
Even with policy interventions, I think the Treasury's forecasts are exceedingly optimistic.
Well, if the Feds keep interest rates at the current levels, I don't foresee any reason why the financial sector wouldn't keep growing at its current clip. Get it? Clip. I'm a clipped coin.
The only thing clipped is your fucking brain if you think the Fed's gonna keep rates at zero.
Funny Money! The words rhyme, so that's the name of it.
Howdy, howdy, howdy! I'm Horse and I love cooking! Join me as we cover such delicious recipes as molasses chicken, molasses creamed corn, molasses mac and cheese, garlic bread with molasses. Well, if it's your first time cooking or you've been entombed in a hellish cocoon of sticky molasses, you're gonna love it.
Hey folks, commercial breaks. Ugh, you know. Well, normally we do this with the professor, but seeing as it's Christmas and he's dead, it's just the boys today.
Yeah, that's right. But man, oh man, do we ever have a sponsor for today's video.
Oh yeah, they're the best. They sponsored this episode fully knowing that it was a funeral, which is very sweet of them. So let's give it up for Wondrium.
It's safe to say the professor won't be teaching you anytime soon, but lucky for you, Wondrium searches far and wide to bring you trusted, respected, and inspiring experts and nonfiction storytellers who have led over 6,000 hours of video courses, documentaries, and series.
Yeah, they've got a carefully curated collection of short and long-form videos, tutorials, how-tos, travelogues, documentaries, and more. Let's say you're craving some history, as one does. Maybe you want to learn more about the history of Japan because you like the Musashi episode of Puppet History so much.
Oh, because it featured 2 studs at the end of it?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you know? Wondrium has a lecture series titled Understanding Japan, a cultural history that covers everything from ancient myths to religion to Musashi's philosophy.
Man, that rules. Anyway, Wondrium genuinely loves puppet history so much that they reached out about extending our viewers a free trial.
That's right. Go to wondrium.com/watcher. That's WONDRIUM.com/watcher to get learning. Your brain will thank you.
When a villager is found chewed to death, it's up to crime scene investigators Spool and Beast of Jevadon to find the culprit.
It looks like this villager was torn apart by some sort of giant animal.
Oh, yeah. Man, that sucks. I wonder who did it.
This is gonna be like finding a needle.
In a haystack?
Great idea, Beast of Jevadon. To the wheat fields!
Spool sample. Unraveling crimes and tying up loose ends. Every Monday.
Okay, well, sorry to cut in, folks, but it sounds like the professor's memorial service is now getting underway. The world-renowned Pickle Boys, they, of course, being the children brought back to life by St. Nicholas and who went on to win the controversial Season 14 of America's Puppets Do Have Talent, So Stop Saying Otherwise, are finishing up their break dancing, after which the main remembrance is set to begin. We take you now live to the Wondrium Arena.
We love you, Professor. Wherever you are, maybe look into being brought back to life as a pickle. It's not so bad.
Those are my children. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, the propeller. Hello, and thank you all for being here. As you may know, I'm the propeller from the Britannic who chopped up all those lifeboats in Season 1. Oh, thank you. Thanks. When I was asked to host, my first thought was, yeah, of course I'll do that. I was the professor's closest friend. And the organizers said, no, you weren't. But we know that you keep things moving forward even if it means chopping up a bunch of people. I said that was pretty harsh, but also fair. Well, death is hard. Everybody knows that. But if there's one thing everyone doesn't know, it's history. And that's why we needed the professor to teach us about history. And history is all about death. When you tell someone your history, you're basically telling them, hey, you're dead meat, Jacko. It's no coincidence that so many of we anthropomorphized relics from history are death adjacent. I'm looking at you, Bye-Bye Brothers, Scabs and Pus, and yes, even you, Mount Vesuvius. The professor knew death well. He understood that no person or puppet can go on forever. He was not afraid when he was possessed by a demon and hurled back in time against his will. He accepted his lot when a portal opened up and dropped him into a time he likely knew nothing of, filled with beasts who ruled this planet for millions of years on cruelty alone. Well, he probably never wavered as a T-Rex's serrated teeth, some nearly taller than he was, tore at his fuzzy flesh, his partially jelly-beaned spiders spilling from his puppet GI tract. I imagine the professor's final moments as one of steely, calm curiosity, gracefully withstanding the searing pain that would otherwise drive any one of us stark raving mad. There's no doubt he was prepared for the next and last step of his epic journey. Let that comfort us in this confusing and canonical time of mourning. Now, that being said, the professor wasn't beloved for heroically fighting the dinosaurs. He was beloved for being a teacher. And so let us take a look back at the professor's greatest moments in his 4 seasons of television-adjacent edutainment.
Blackmail.
I went with C too.
A couple of C's. Some sea pals, huh? Whoa, we got a couple of sea dogs out there.
It's generous to call it a joke.
You know, like sea dogs, that's a seal. Ryan, why don't you take it away for us?
We got a couple of sea dogs.
Yeah!
I recognize the brilliance of this bit now.
Bark with me!
Got a couple of sea dogs.
Thank you.
It makes me so much
Best
happier
bit
every
on
time
the
I
show.
say it.
It's his favorite bit.
The world has lost a true master of improvisation. I only wish every answer had been C. Now, here's a video compilation of some of the professor's students expressing their condolences.
I'm devastated to hear the news about the professor and him being canonically dead.
Feels like just yesterday we were hanging out together, but I just wanted to say thanks for being such a great friend, and I'm sorry that all of us had to watch you die.
Sending you all my love. I hope that wherever puppets like you or things like you go when they die, I hope that it is eventful, and I hope that you are not in a place where there is still a hand up your ass.
I just want to say thank you for everything, for the trivia, the jelly beans, our backpacking trip along Eastern Europe.
Happy birthday, Professor! I hope you have the best day ever and get all the cake, your little tiny little heart desires, and yeah, just have the best day. Hit me up, let's do lunch.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are blaming me for this, and I get it. I was the face. I was the person who saw him last, and I saw him go into that, cosmic butthole thing, and then he got eaten by a dinosaur, whatever.
Professor, you have taught us so much.
I'm gonna miss you, dude. I'm gonna miss you.
What?
I'm talking.
What? What?
Yeah, I'm just doing a video for it. I gotta go.
Professor, you're gone, and the majority of people find that to be less than desirable.
Professor, hi, or bye. I mean, we never got to say goodbye.
Oh, Professor, I'm so sorry you died.
If the algorithm would have just rightly given me a trophy when I won it, you all saw it, I won fair and square several times.
I just wanted to say he's the only teacher I've liked.
It's the algorithm, not Ryan Bergara, the algorithm.
I never got to say what's been in here for so long, which is, what the hell were you?
Heaven just got a little bit bluer. We'll miss you, Professor.
I miss him too. I did not mean to kill him. A genie showed up. What am I supposed to do? Not talk to a genie?
I miss you so much, Professor. Rest in peace.
What a wildly inappropriate effort from Ryan Bergara to save his own skin. Moving on, our next guest is the Professor.
Whoa. Hi, everyone. It's me, Professor. I wanted you all to know how proud I am of you, and that I'll always be with you. Remember when I would make doing that show, Puppet History, and we'd listen to songs together? I love you. Don't forget to say your prayers.
Crikey, was that a ghost? Kind of. It was a hologram. It didn't have a soul or nothing. A soul? Do puppets even have souls in the first place? Why, of course. I mean, I think so. Do we?
Perhaps I can answer that.
I think that's God. God's hot.
Hi, folks. It's me, God. You know, there's been a lot of rumors and confusion swirling around the lore of this corner of the universe, so maybe I can set some things straight for you all. As anthropomorphized puppets, you've all got the approximation of souls. Certainly more than a doll, but less than a human person. In a sense, you have no free will being puppets, but if you had no soul, you wouldn't be here in this purgatory in the form of the Wondrium Arena.
Purgatory? So we're all dead? I thought this was the professor's funeral.
Yeah! Don't you remember? That genie killed all of you at the fake party he threw. Or at least he removed your sorta souls from the pile of junk you were animating. Yeah, that's why he was chasing the professor through time. The professor was inadvertently creating you abominations, and the genie had to fix that. I mean, but you can't just erase a soul. It's gotta go somewhere. So, voila! The Wondrium Arena! It's basically just a holding tank until the devil and I figure out what to do with all you knuckleheads. In the meantime, we're letting you guys make your little TV shows to entertain yourselves. So, you know, it's not all bad. Spool Sample's my favorite. I know it's just a dumb procedural, but man, after work, it's all I'm craving, you know?
Hey, wait a second. If this is sort of purgatory, why was I first cast into the fiery pits of hell?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you ask that family of mice you stomped on?
I don't want to have died.
I don't want to have lived. I bet we were happy before we were puppets.
A stool of gold.
We didn't ask to be brought to puppet life. What if the professor was the bad guy? Well, what if we've had it backwards the whole time?
This feels like Caesar's dead so long. Enough! Listen, you idiots. Without the professor, none of us would have gotten to experience pseudo-life. Without him, how would we have been able to share our views on history?
Our stories would be sealed inside mummified geese and piles of bones and snowmen made from piles of bones. It wasn't the zips and zaps of a reckless genie, but the professor's relentless thirst for knowledge that willed us into being. I think we all owe the professor a debt of gratitude.
One, unfortunately, it looks like we'll never be able to repay.
Well, except the only way we know how.
In song!
Our teacher and our fuzzy friend, our feral guide throughout the hellish halls of history. What do we do now that he's met his end?
The curtain's down, his number's up, and now it's looking like there won't be no more jelly beans.
Rattling around, you covered it, told us everything we need. Perfect score on WikiFeed. Crossed the genie, the lore got deep. Now the professor's history. Oh, yeah, the professor's history.
Oh, but I guess a T-Rex gotta eat.
From Bogota
to Donner Lake, tales of honor, love and hate, the turning tide, the flick of fate. That freaky weirdo sure knew how to educate. Life's more fleeting than you think.
Click clocks past in just a wink.
But now you always know the same now as the one before you go. Cherish every dawn you greet.
Keep on trucking, eat your wheat.
Mummify your favorite beats, 'cause before long your history.
They killed my little blue boy. Now you're prehistoric two-tone.
Eat the dino, down, buddy. I know that.
My God, I'll drop the scrubby ass into a live volcano.
We can tear him into halves
and watch his guts fall out his ass. Then we can sift through the he go for a corpse that's roughly 1'2".
But even that won't bring him back. His ass is grass, that is that. His flame is snuffed, his bed is chat, but we're dead too. Holy crap.
It's a bummer. TBQH is kinda looking like a rat.
And even though we sing, you know it sure does sting. Rest in peace to our sweet brother Jelly Bean King. Tough to count on season 5 when nobody's left alive. But hey, maybe we'll get to meet those folks who danced until they died. This will be our final bow. We're not quite sure Beef Boy's gonna save the day somehow.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, weirder things have happened. But at least you'll have ghost files.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what they get up to.
Taught us everything we need. Perfect score on Wiki Feet. Crossed with Genie, the lore got deep. Now the professor's history.
We'll miss you, Professor, wherever you are.